All right, ladies and gentlemen. So today we are going to find out what life was like if you were to travel the trail, the Oregon Trail, during the era of westward expansion. So to complete that or discover that, you're going to click on this assignment. If you haven't already done so, there's going to be a form here that asks you the question I just presented you with. And when you open the form, you are going to use this link to manage our simulation. The demonstrations will be here if needed. So let's go ahead and open that up and get ready to travel the trail. Now, you will be responsible for filling out this form while you play. So you may want to have that open in a separate window like you see me doing here. And I'm going to make this a little bit smaller and move this off to the side. And then over here, kind of position that so I can look at both. Now, this is a emulator of an old DOS-based game called the Oregon Trail from 1990. Click on the power button here to begin. And it should install very similar to what you're seeing here. I double checked on the student account that this worked, and it should not be blocked. So you'll load your name up, Mr. Frederick. We'll call this second period. And you're going to get a series of choices. And the choices that you make will determine whether some or all of your wagon party makes it to Oregon. Now, one challenge you may have here is going back and forth between two windows. You could crash the game. It may be better to play the whole game and then fill out the form later. I don't know. But you've got several options here. And with these old type of games, you don't click. You type the number for the menu option you want. So you can travel the trail. You can learn about the trail. You can see the Oregon Top 10. You can turn sound off, or you can choose some management options. I want to learn about the trail. Try taking a journey by covered wagon across 2,000 miles of plains, rivers, and mountains. Try. On the plains, will you slosh your oxen through mud and water-filled ruts, or will you plod through dust 6 inches deep? How will you cross the rivers? If you have money, you might take a ferry, if there is a ferry, or you can ford the river and hope you and your wagon aren't swallowed alive. What about supplies? Well, if you're low on food, you can hunt. You might get a buffalo. You might. And there are bear in the mountains. At the Dales, you can try navigating the Columbia River. But if running the rapids with a makeshift raft makes you queasy, better take the Barlow Road. If for some reason you don't survive, your wagon burns, or thieves steal your oxen, or you run out of provisions, or you die of cholera, don't give up. Try again and again until your name is up with the others on the Oregon Top 10. There's a little button about changing the sound. If you want to quit, you need to hit escape. And there's the people that made the game. All right, let's travel the trail without further delay. So I've got a choice here. Many kinds of people made the trip to Oregon. You may, 1, be a banker from Boston, 2, be a carpenter from Ohio, 3, be a farmer from Illinois, or 4, find out the differences between these choices. Let's try 4. Traveling to Oregon isn't easy, but if you're a banker, you'll have more money for supplies and services than a carpenter or a farmer. However, the harder you have to try, the more points you deserve. Therefore, the farmer earns the greatest number of points and the banker earns the least. I'm going to choose a carpenter. That's like the middle level of difficulty. What is the first name of the wagon leader? Well, that's Mr. Frederick to you, wagon person. Oh, let's take Mrs. Frederick, and we'll take my kids. Although this is kind of depressing because when bad things happen to them and you've made your characters people you know, it's a little uncomfortable. We'll go with that though. All right. It is 1848. Your jumping off place for Oregon is Independence, Missouri. You must decide which month to leave Independence. March, April, May, June, July, or ask for advice. Well, while I'm thinking about that, let's go over here to my form and make sure I'm staying caught up. I decided to be a carpenter, and I decided to choose the middle difficulty to get more points, but also have more money for supplies. And that's my reasoning. And then I'm putting my wagon train member names over here. All right. When did you choose to leave Missouri? And that's what I'm choosing right now. Now, for the sake of making this easier to see, I'm going to go ahead and put my game in full screen, and I'm not going to jump back and forth between these two screens, but you might want to play like this. All right, let's ask for advice because I'm not sure when to leave. You attend a public meeting held for folks with the California-Oregon fever. You're told if you leave too early, there won't be any grass for your oxen to eat. If you leave too late, you may not get to Oregon before winter comes. If you leave at just the right time, there will be green grass and the weather will still be cool. I guess I'm going to go for the middle. How about May then? Before leaving Independence, you should buy equipment and supplies. You have $800 in cash, but you don't have to spend it all now. In fact, I'm not going to spend it all now. I'm going to save some to pay people to carry me across the rivers or buy more supplies later on. However, supplies get more expensive the further you get away from Missouri. Instead of buying food, you may want to buy bullets if you're a farmer, and then you can hunt a little more in the game, but that takes time. Let's go over to Matt's General Store and buy what we need. I need a team of oxen to pull my wagon. I need clothing for both summer and winter, plenty of food for the trip, ammunition for my rifles, and spare parts for my wagon. All right, let's get some oxen. Let's see. There are 2 oxen in a yoke. I recommend at least 3 yoke. I charge $40 a yoke. How many yoke do you want? I'm going to go with 3. Probably can't afford 3 if you're a farmer, though. All right, food. I'm going to get clothing first. You'll need warm clothing in the mountains. I recommend taking at least 2 sets of clothes per person. Each set is $10. How many sets of clothes do you want? I'm going to take Matt's advice. I'm going to get 10 sets of clothes for $10 each. That's another $100. And the next thing I'm going to get before food and ammunition is spare parts. I want spare parts for my wagon. And then I will buy either more ammunition and less food, or maybe a little bit of both. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get some spare parts. It's a good idea to have a few spare parts for your wagon. Here are the prices. Now, you can't buy like 10 of each because there's not enough room on the wagon. I'm probably going to get, I'm probably going to get 2. I'm going to get wheels and axles break a lot. It's still stressful. I'm going to get 2 wagons, 2 wheels, 2 axles, and I'm going to get 2 tongues. All right, that only puts me at $280 so far. I think it's time to buy some food. I recommend you take at least 200 pounds of food for each person in your family. I see that you have 5 people in all. You'll need flour, sugar, bacon, and coffee. My price is 20 cents a pound. How many pounds of food do you want? Well, Matt recommends 200 per person times 5 people. For you mental math people out there, that's 1,000 pounds. I'm going to try to take 1,000 pounds of food. And that only cost me $200. Okay, I'm good with that. All I need left is ammunition. I've still got at least over a third of my money left. I sell ammunition in boxes of 20 bullets. Each box costs $2. I probably want 200 bullets, maybe. I don't know. Let's get 20 boxes. They're only $2 a box, right? So I'm at $520. That means I have $280 for emergency resupply, paying guides to help me get across the river, or whatever else. Let's hope it's enough. Well then, you're ready to start. Good luck. You have a long and difficult journey ahead of you. Press spacebar to continue. Okay, that was enough of that. All right, here's my status bar up here in white. The weather is cool, that my health is good, my pace is steady, and my rations are filling here on May 1st, 1848. I've got 9 options here. First, I can continue on the trail. That just means keep going. 2, I can check supplies. Let's take a look at what these all look like. There's everything I have in my inventory, all the stuff I just bought at Matt's General Store. I can look at my map and see where I'm at by pressing number 3. I have a long way to go. I'm all the way over here. Now I can change my pace. This is how fast you walk. And press number 4. A steady pace, the pace at which you travel can change. Your choices are a steady pace, that's the slowest, a strenuous pace, which means you're working hard, or a grueling pace. That means you might exhaust yourself. Let's take a look at what they mean. Steady, you travel about 8 hours a day, taking frequent rests. You try not to get too tired. Strenuous, you travel about 12 hours a day, starting just after sunrise and stopping shortly before sunset. You stop to rest only when necessary. You finish each day feeling very tired. Grueling, you travel about 16 hours a day, starting before sunrise and continuing until dark. You almost never stop to rest. You do not get enough sleep at night. You finish each day feeling absolutely exhausted, and your health suffers. Press spacebar to continue. So depending on how fast you go, you will have a negative impact on your health. I recall my health is good. I'm going to start at a strenuous pace. Let's see, food ration, number 5, change food rations. This is how much money or how much food each person gets in your group. You can give them filling meals, which are large and generous, meager meals, which are small but adequate, or bare bones. Meals are very small and you stay hungry. Keep in mind, if you're hungry and tired and not getting sleep, you will get injured, you will have more problems with disease. So there are consequences to your choices. I'm going to choose filling because I'm thinking if I'm working hard but feeding everybody pretty good, I might survive a little longer. 6, stop to rest. That can be helpful if your people are sick and feeling bad. I'm feeling good, not going to stop to rest. 7, you can attempt to trade. And here I see at the bottom below my inventory, you meet another immigrant who wants 1 set of clothing. She will trade you 1 wagon wheel. Are you willing to trade? I have clothing. I don't need a wagon wheel. So no, I'm not going to trade. You don't always get very many options. And sometimes the people want to trade things you don't have. Fine, let's talk to some people. Let's press 8. A trader named Jim tells you, better take extra sets of clothing. Trade them to Indians for fresh vegetables, fish, or meat. It's well worth hiring an Indian guide at river crossings. Expect to pay them. They're sharp traders, not easily cheated. That's good advice. All right, we've already bought supplies, so I'm not going to press 9. Let's continue on the trail. From Independence, it is 102 miles to the Kansas River crossing. I see that it's May 2nd. My weather is hot. My health is good. I have 985 pounds of food left. My next landmark is 102 miles away. Let's go. I found wild fruit. Yay. Notice my food went up 20 pounds because we picked up that fruit. Health is still good. Weather's cool. Getting close to the river. All right. You are now at the Kansas River crossing. Would you like to look around? Y for yes. All right. I'm going to rock out. There's the 8-bit imagery. Okay. I see my health is still good. My rations are still filling. Let's talk to people. Let's see what's going on in this area. I'm going to press 8. A ferry operator tells you, don't try to ford any river deeper than the wagon bed, about 2.5 feet. You'll swamp your wagon and lose your supplies. You can caulk the wagon bed and float it, or be smart and hire me to take your wagon on my ferry. All right. Let's attempt to trade. Let's see if anybody wants anything. You meet another immigrant who wants 1 wagon ton. He will trade you 34 pounds of food. Are you willing to trade? I'm not. I've got plenty of food. I've got all my spare parts. I'm not going to do that. Trading is more helpful later in the game, but you're also usually shorter on supplies and extra stuff later in the game too. All right, let's continue on the trail. All right, you must cross the river in order to continue. The river at this point is currently 621 feet across and 3.9 feet deep in the middle. Keep in mind the advice we saw said anything more than 2.5 feet, you want to take a boat, either take a ferry or caulk and float your wagon across. So I can attempt to ford the river, that's like walk through, caulk the wagon and float across the river, take the ferry across. 4, wait to see if conditions improve. Like you can waste time waiting for the water to go down. Sometimes it does, but I'm not going to wait. Or 5, get more information. Let's see if I forgot anything. Oh, here are the definitions if you weren't sure. You ford the wagon or ford the river by walking across, caulking the wagon and float it across like a boat, riding on the flatboat on the ferry. I'm going to take the ferry across. The ferry operator says that he will charge you $5 and you will have to wait 2 days. Are you willing to do this? Yeah, it's still May. I'm willing to take a chance. And now you see my wagon on my boat on ferry. And we made it. The ferry got your party and wagon safely across. From the Kansas River crossing, it is 82 miles to the Big Blue River crossing. It's May 9th, 1848. The weather is cool. My health is good. I have 900 pounds of food left. My next landmark is 82 miles, and I've traveled 103. Now, I'm going to press enter to size up the situation. Oh no, severe thunderstorm. I lost a day. The weather is very rainy. That's not good. I'm going to press enter to size up the situation. And here are my options. Same as before, but now there's a new one here at number 8. I can hunt for food. Press 8 and hunt for food. Now you don't have a number pad on your Chromebooks, so you're only able to go left, right, up, and down with the arrow keys. And then you can press enter to start and stop walking, and spacebar to fire the rifle. So there's my hunter. Oh, hey, I got a buffalo already. Now, you might think, oh, I want to keep shooting. I'm pressing enter to walk, by the way. You may think, I want to keep shooting. This is fun. But remember, each time you shoot, you're wasting a bullet. And when you're hunting, you can only carry 100 pounds of meat back. So once you've shot a buffalo or a bear, you might as well stop because they're going to have more meat than you can carry back to the wagon. So the hunting game goes on for about a minute. And then, see, from the animals you shot, you got 909 pounds of meat. However, you were only able to carry 100 pounds back to the wagon. Press spacebar to continue. Now, notice I'm going to check my supplies now. Notice my pounds of food is back up to 955 from 855. Still have $275. Let's continue. And continue on the trail. Lost another day with a severe thunderstorm. We're down to rainy weather, though, so that's progress. We're going to continue on the trail. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I went on the wrong trail. I lost 4 days, and that translates into food that's lost and gets me closer to winter. And we all remember what happened to the Donner Party. Let's continue on. All right, you are now at the Big Blue River crossing. Would you like to look around? Why, yes. Yes, I would. All right. I see my weather's still good. My weather is cool. My health is good. My pace is strenuous. My rations are filling. Aside from getting a little lost and a little bad weather, I'm doing good. And you know how to play the game now. If you want to keep watching me play, I'm going to play all the way through the game. And if you beat the score I get this game, I'll give you some extra credit. All right, you must cross the river in order to continue. The river at this point is currently 263 feet across and 6.8 feet deep in the middle. Press the space bar to continue. That means 6.8 feet is taller than me, so I'm definitely going to... Oh no, there's no ferry. So I can either ford the river, walk across, bad idea, someone will die, caulk the wagon and float it across, wait to see if conditions improve, or get more information. I'm going to wait to see if conditions improve. And it helped a little bit. Let's wait to see if conditions improve again. I camp again. Hey, the river's getting lower. I think I'm going to caulk my wagon and float across. This is really scary. You had no trouble floating the wagon across. We made it. Good deal. From the Big Blue River crossing, it is 118 miles to Fort Kearny. I have 800 pounds of food left. Feeling good. Oh, come on. Broken wagon axle. Would you like to try to repair it? Yes. You were unable to repair the broken wagon axle. You must replace it with a spare part. And I'm down an axle already. All right. It's very rainy again, but at least it's not storming. Still got over 700 pounds of food, and I've arrived at Fort Kearny. Would you like to look around? Why, yes. Yes, I would. Right. Okay, I'm thinking about that axle I lost. I'm going to buy supplies. Right, see, axles were $10 when we left. They are $12.50 now. I'm going to buy a wagon axle. Buy one. I think I'm going to leave store and press 8. All right, let's talk to people and see what they're saying. A Fort Kearny scout tells you, the game is still plentiful along here, but getting harder to find. With so many overlanders, I don't expect it to last more than a few years. Folks shoot the game for sport, take a small piece and let the rest rot in the sun. Oh, that sounds like us when we only took 100 pounds and left 800. All right, let's continue on the trail. From Fort Kearny, it is 250 miles to Chimney Rock. My health is still good. Still got a pretty good chunk of food. Let's walk on and find out what happens. Ooh, weather's getting hot now that it's the end of May. May 31st. Oh, the weather's cool again. Health is still good. Still making some progress. Oh, one of the oxen is injured and my health is fair. I've got a couple options. I can either slow down or I can rest. I think I'm going to change my pace and see if that helps. And I'm going to go to a steady pace and continue on the trail. Hey, my health's already good. I'm going to speed up. Well, apparently I'm going to look at Chimney Rock first. I would like to look around. All right, let's change our pace back and go faster and continue on the trail. Let's talk to people. I like talking to people in this game. Celinda Hines tells you, Chimney Rock by moonlight is awfully sublime. Many Indians came to our wagon with fish to exchange for clothing. We bought a number. They understood swap and no swap. Seemed most anxious to get shirts and socks. Spacebar to continue. Let's see if anyone wants to trade. You meet another immigrant who wants one wagon tongue. He will trade you one set of clothing. Are you willing to trade? I'm not. So in for no and continue on the trail. From Chimney Rock, it is 86 miles to Fort Laramie. Oh, come on. Let's see where we're at on the map. I'm going to press 3 to take a look at the map. Oh, man, we're not even halfway there yet. Okay. Getting a lot of thunderstorms. Yes, I would like to look around at Fort Laramie. All right, let's talk to people and see what's going on here. A mountain man tells you, these greenhorns heading across the Rockies know nothing about surviving in the mountains. It gets awful cold up there, even in summer. Many a traveler crossing the mountains too late in the year has gotten snowbound and died. Oh, my health is fair. Or let's rest for a day or two. Let's rest 2 days. Okay, health is back to good. Let's continue on the trail. From Fort Laramie, it is 190 miles to Independence Rock. Spacebar to continue. Now, I need to go hunting, so I'm going to press enter to size up the trail. Let's hunt for food. Oh. Oh, I'm kind of stuck. This is not a good hunting ground. Oh, man. I may legit not get anything. Oh, yes. All right. Got a buffalo. Not a wasted day. Remember, you press enter to start and stop walking, and you walk in the direction your character's pointing. From the animals you shot, you got 952 pounds of meat. However, you were only able to carry 100 pounds back to the wagon. Continue on the trail. Now, notice I'm getting down to about 500 pounds. I was at 1,000 when I started. Just got 20 pounds of fruit. Probably going to start hunting more often when I get down in the 300-pound region. Notice my background's changed. We're starting to see some mountains. We are at Independence Rock. Would you like to look around? Yeah. Okay. Oh, my health has dipped a little bit. Let's stop to rest. I'm going to wait 2 days. Okay, my health is good again. I'm going to talk to people, as I often do. Big Louie tells you, goodbye Platte River, goodbye sand hills and white buffalo skulls. Now we climb the Sweetwater Valley to cross the Continental Divide at South Pass. Once across the Rockies, we'll make a steep descent into the Green River Valley. Let's continue on the trail. Down to 355 pounds of food. I think oh, Mr. Frederick has broken a leg. Well, I guess I won't be hunting on this trip. Let's go hunt. Notice the terrain has changed. We're seeing more evergreens and rocks. Kind of choosing a central spot where I might be able to. Oh, man. Okay, I got a deer, but that's probably going to be less than 100 pounds of meat. Let's see if I can get something else. Probably running out of time. 69 pounds of meat. All right. I'm going to continue on the trail. Try to get to my next landmark. You are now at South Pass. Would you like to look around? Yes, I would. July 4th, 1848, Independence Day. Let's talk to people. A Mormon traveler tells you, my family and I travel with 40 other families to the valley of the Great Salt Lake to seek religious freedom. Back east, Mormons are persecuted. In Utah, we'll join together to build a new community, changing desert into farmland. All right, let's continue. Oh, my health is fair. I'm going to stop to rest again. If your health gets fair or poor, you're going to get injured, you're going to lose people, and you don't want to deal with that. Okay, rest in 2 days. My health is good again. I'm going to continue on the trail, but I think I'm going to probably have to hunt pretty quickly. Oh, the trail divides here. Head for Green River Crossing, head for Fort Bridger. 3, see the map. Let's take a look at the map. Okay, so Fort Bridger appears to be out of the way, but maybe it doesn't have a river crossing. I think that might be the catch. I think I'm going to choose the Green River Crossing instead of Fort Bridger. I can pay somebody to help me cross. From South Pass, it is 57 miles to the Green River Crossing. Let's go for it. Weather's hot. My health is fair, not ideal. I'm under 300 pounds of food. When I get across the river, I'm definitely going to hunt. Green River Crossing, spacebar to continue. Let's talk to people. Big Louie tells you, $5 to ferry us over the Green River. Those ferrymen will make $100 before breakfast. We'll keep downriver until we find a place to ford our wagon and animals. What little money we have left, we'll keep. It might not end well for Big Louie. I think I'm going to stop to rest for a couple days, get my health back up. Okay, it's still fair, not ideal. I think I'm going to change my pace a little bit and see if that helps for a couple days. We're going to go to a steady pace. That's the slowest. And let's continue on the trail. You must cross the river in order to continue. The river at this point is currently 401 feet across and 20.2 feet deep in the middle. Oh my goodness, we are definitely going to take a ferry across. That is number 3. If you attempt to ford the river, you will die. The ferry operator says that he will charge you $5 and that you will have to wait 5 days. Are you willing to do this? Yes, I am. If I'm lucky, people will be healthier and from the rest for those 5 days as well, but we'll see. If my health is still poor, all right, we got to cross safely. Or if my health is still, hey, my health is good, great, but I have 150 pounds of food, I need to hunt. And if you start to run out of food and your hunting is unsuccessful, which mine might be, you can change food rations and give people less food. But I want to try to hunt. Oh, man, I'm not going to get the bear. Oh, come on. Oh, good. A squirrel and a rabbit. Oh. Man, 6 pounds of meat. Okay, not ideal. We're going to hunt again. Right now I need 15 pounds a day. So anything less than that is just a huge waste. Okay, it might be time to start panicking a little bit. I've let my food get pretty low. And now that we're in the mountains, there's going to be less game. 1 pound of meat. Great. We're going to hunt for food one more time. All right. Whew. Okay. Okay, that'll get me going a little longer. Let's probably going to hunt again when I get, okay, inadequate grass. My ox are going to start to get sick. I need to go hunting again. And this is going to happen a lot until I get a chance to potentially buy some more food. I've let my food supply get a little too low. Stop. Okay, that's good. That's going to give me over 100 pounds. I'm going to go a couple more days. No point wasting a bullet on the bear. Okay, continue on the trail. Very little water. That's going to affect my, Jack's got a broken leg now. All right, I'm going to go hunting again now that I'm down to just 118 pounds of food. This is not good. I'm probably going to have to hunt every 4 or 5 days now going forward. Health is fair, but I really can't afford to slow down. Okay, we're at Soda Springs. Would you like to look around? Yes, I would. Everyone's taking a dip. Kind of deciding what to do. Let's look at a map. All right, I'm over the halfway point, but I still got a little ways to go. Let's talk to people. Miles Hendrick tells you, I've heard it said that there are many cutoffs to take up to shorten a journey, that by taking all the shortcuts, you can save many days on the trail. And why not? Saving time and provisions is worth the risk. I feel like Miles Hendrick might have traveled with George Donner. All right, let's continue on to our next journey. Okay, I'm not buying food. I'm going to try to get to the fort, and I'm going to rest a little bit and hopefully buy food. I'm at Fort Hall. Would you like to look around? Yes. That doesn't look like a very good fort. Or like it wants to be a fort. Okay. Oh, buy supplies. There we go. Let's see. Food is now 40 cents a pound. I'm going to buy food, and I'm going to buy 100 pounds just to give me a little bit of a buffer. That was $40. I think I'm going to leave the store and maybe stop to rest a little bit because my health is still fair. I'm going to try to wait 2 days. All right, I'm going to buy a little more food. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I want more food. Let's call it another 100 pounds. And I'm going to leave the store now. Still got plenty of money for any ferries that might come up. Oh, my health is poor to fair. That is not good. Oh, man, my food's getting low. I need to hunt. This is really bad. Oh, God. Okay. Got a bear. All right, got 100 pounds meat. Let's continue on the trail. Hey, wild fruit, yay. Oh no, I've got dysentery. A lot of you are probably going to get dysentery in this game too. Don't Google it. All right, I need to hunt for food. All right, got a bear. That'll tide us over for 5 or 6 days. Right. Oh, and a snake bite after my dysentery and broken leg. I'm not having a good time. All right, so I got 200 pounds of food. Next landmark in 23 miles. Oh, my health is poor. I'm definitely going to need to hunt and rest. You are now at the Snake River crossing. Would you like to look around? Yes. All right, let's talk to people. Big Louie survived. Big Louie tells you, see that wild river? That's the Snake. Many a craft's been swamped in her foaming rapids. Her waters travel all the way to Oregon. We'll be crossing her soon, and then again after Fort Boise. Take care at the crossing. All right. I feel like I can't stop to rest because I'm low on food. You must cross the river in order to continue. The river at this point is currently 1,000 feet across and 6 feet deep in the middle. Well, clearly I need to hire an Indian to help. A Shoshone guide says that he will take your wagon across the river in exchange for 2 sets of clothing. Will you accept this offer? Yeah, I got to. He will help me float my wagon across. You had no trouble. Hey, great. Okay. It's worth it. From the Snake River, it is 113 miles to Fort Boise. Press the space bar to continue. Bad water. Great. I need to stop and hunt. And I probably need to rest if I can get some food. Oh, this is awful. Just need a big bear to wander by. Just wander on by. Oh, hey you. Hey you. Oh, no. Okay. It's not going to give me 100 pounds of meat, but that's something. 68 pounds. Let's continue on the trail. One of my oxen has died. That puts me down to 5 out of 6. My health is fair. I've got 140 pounds of food. I am rough trail. That's not good. Something might break or an oxen might get injured. Next landmark is in 83 miles, 71 miles, inadequate grass, 59 miles. Okay, I'm hoping if I can get to this fort. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, now we have a huge problem. I have been out of food for days, so we need to hunt. All right. That was bad. I'm lucky no one died. Okay, that'll give me over 100 pounds, which I probably need to rest for 2 days and let everybody recover. Now that we've had some time to eat, let's stop to rest. Let's give it 2 days, and let's continue on the trail. Health is still fair. 40 pounds of food. I'm hoping to buy more. Oh, come on. Broken wagon wheel. Yes, I want to try to repair it. I was able to repair the wagon wheel. Great. Just get me to the fort and let me buy food. Yeah, we're now at Fort Boise. Would you like to look around? Yes. All right, let's buy supplies. Food, 45 cents a pound. Let's get some food. Say 200 pounds ought to cost me $45 if my math, no, $90 if my math is right. Okay, I've got to leave the store. I can't do anything else. Health is still fair. It's not good, but it's not poor. Let's change our pace. We need to speed up. I'm going to go back to a strenuous pace. From Fort Boise, it is 160 miles to the Blue Mountains. Oh, come on. Yes, I want to repair the wagon tongue. You were unable to repair the wagon tongue. You must replace it with a spare part, of course. Inadequate grass. It's getting into the fall. It's getting into October. That is concerning to me. But we're moving faster. Next landmark is in 70 miles. Mr. Frederick is lost. Why does all this stuff keep happening to me? I need to get some food. Let's hunt for food. Hey, there we go. All right. That one worked out. Might hunt a couple times up here. This seems like it's a good hunting ground. Not wasting any ammunition. At this point, I would even trade some ammunition, potentially. because I don't think I'm going to need that much more. We'll check the map when we get done here. I'm not wasting a bullet on a rabbit. Oh, maybe I scared off all the big game after my last hunting effort. Okay. Got that at the last second. Let's continue on the trail. Severe blizzard. Oh, we're getting into the snow. I walked too slow is what it comes down to. And we may also have trouble hunting. Let's check our map real quick. See how close we're getting. All right, we're getting there. I think that's the Dales or Dallas. I don't know. But we're going to go there next. We're almost to Oregon City. Okay, let's continue on the trail. Actually, I ought to hunt for food. Oh, there's a bear. Okay, this is not great. All right, got a bear. Okay, continuing on the trail. You are now at the Blue Mountains. Would you like to look around? Yes. Let's talk to people. Marnie Stewart tells you, we followed the edge of the desert from Fort Boise to the forbidding wall of the Blue Mountains. The hills were dreadful steep. Locking both wheels and coming down slow, we got down safe. Poor animals, no grass or water for days. That sounds scary. All right, the trail divides here. You may head for Fort Walla Walla or head for the Dales. See the map. Let's take a look at the map. All right, Dales is closer. We're going to try that. From the Blue Mountains, it is 125 miles to the Dales. Okay, weather's cool. Trip has exhaustion. Oh no, he never gets tired. Cool weather, fair health, 134 miles. I'm exhausted. I'm the weakest link in this. Oh, health is poor. Okay, let's hunt for food, and then we're probably going to rest for a couple days. Man. I'm kind of stuck behind these 1990 trees. That's not good. Okay, we'll hunt for food again. Oh, this is even worse. Great. Okay, got something. Okay, we're going to continue on the trail. Next landmark. Jack has measles. Okay. You're at the Dales. Would you like to look around? Yes. Festive. Press spacebar to continue. Let's talk to people. A mountain man tells you, these last 100 miles to the Willamette Valley are the roughest, either rafting down the swift and turbulent Columbia River or driving your wagon over the steep Cascade Mountains. Hire an Indian guide if you take the river. All right, let's stop to rest for 2 days. And let's continue on the trail. The trail divides here. Float down the Columbia River or take the Barlow Toll Road. I'm going to take the Barlow Toll Road. You must pay $7.50 to travel the Barlow Road. Are you willing to do this? Yes, I am. All right, we're going to need to hunt, though. Oops. Okay, this is suboptimal. The river crossing, some of you, especially those of you playing farmers, will need to do the river crossing because you won't have any money left. And it is quite risky. Oh, come on. Should have just stayed in one place. I need to hunt. Yes. All right. Ben has measles. No. Broken wagon tongue. Would you like to repair it? Yes. You were able to repair the wagon tongue. Being a carpenter for the win. Let's hunt for food. Did you notice the weather changed in the background again? That was not good. All right. Oh, shouldn't shoot anymore. All right. Let's continue on the trail. My health is fair. That is great. I got lost again. I'm 100% the weakest link on this mission. Oh, there's the Willamette Valley. November 14th, 1848. Congratulations, you have made it to Oregon. Let's see how many points you have received. So I had 5 people in fair health. That's like the middle health. So 2,000 points there. My wagon is intact, 50. 5 oxen at 20 points each. 5 spare wagon parts remain at 10 points each. I still had 8 sets of clothing at 16 points each. 341 bullets, 28 pounds of food, and $80 cash for a grand total of 2,119 points. Because I'm a carpenter, my score is doubled. So I have 4,238 points. That is the score you need to beat to get extra credit. To get extra credit, take a screenshot of this screen and email it to me. And I get to put my name in here. I am in the Oregon top 10. Would you like to make any changes? No. And that is the Oregon Trail. Make sure you fill out the form, why you chose the time you left, some diseases that you experienced. Oh my goodness, I had so many sicknesses and injuries. And I did make Oregon. And I did get enough points. And everyone survived. So go me. All right, and that is it. I hope you have fun traveling the trail.